I call these my big split drills. Now, one thing we like to do a long lunge. I got this from Don Beebe, the famous wide receiver that played for the Buffalo Bills. But we are just really getting long. That's like the definition of a big split, right? We're going to pick up that back foot and step over our knee. And we're also going to coordinate our arms like we do when we are sprinting. This is a rocket lunge. I call it a rocket lunge because I want the back knee to rocket through. With the big split, we want to snap that knee through. We want to be twitchy looking when we do this. Snap it through. Snap it. Remember, all great sprinters switch quickly. They're able to have a big split, a stretch reflex, and snap that knee through. Boom, boom, booms. Now we do also booms, we do boom, booms. But here's boom, boom, booms. We have a big split, and we're also switching quickly. We want to be snappy, twitchy, elastic. Here's another example of boom, boom, booms. We're trying to coordinate our arms. Big split, more to the front. This is a 10-year-old. I was working with some kids in Phoenix. I thought, man, I need to get this girl on tape. Big splits. Here she's doing a rocket lunge with a real twitchiness, a snap. Those are single booms, but they're snappy. I told her dad that if she doesn't run track in high school, she's missing out. Boom, boom, booms. This is a big split. This is my good friend, Rob Assisi. He is famous for writing this article called One Man's Dive into Extreme Isometrics. You see the big split here. This is a iso hold. He got up to 5 minutes left and 5 minutes right. Amazing adaptations throughout his physiology happened because of that. You see that he has a vertical front shin. He has his back heel is up an inch or two. He was actually doing this between sessions at a track football consortium that he was speaking at in St. Louis. I got this picture of him myself. So this is Sovereign Adams. He's doing what you just saw Rob Assisi do, but you're going to see, this is actually a video, you're going to see the crazy physiological effects that happens. I call this the jackhammer effect. His central nervous system is just freaking out right now. There's no way that he can say stop shaking either. His body just wants to shake. Now people say, how long do you do it? Well, we don't do it 5 minutes like Rob Assisi does. We do it like 45 seconds, maybe a minute tops. We'll do it, of course, both legs. Here's another big split. Bounding is a big split exercise, and here we're throwing our hands up in the air just to create a little chaos. Go. If you think this looks easy, just go ahead and try it sometimes. Have somebody video you and see if you look like this. See the big split? Now you might say, well, gee, the ground contact times are really high. I know. But here we're working on big split things. Obviously, the extreme iso holds are definitely not, we're not trying to get off the ground quickly doing that. Okay, here's another type of bound. We're going to bound from a 2-footed start, and we're going to measure how far we go. We're also videoing, and we're going to record, rank, and publish, all those good things. But we're working on big splits, driving that knee up high, tabletop front thigh. Now he's going with a double arm. You can go single arm. I kind of like single arm better. But that's just one hell of an athletic move, and it passes the eye test to me. And once again, we don't do this every day, but layer upon layer upon layer of all the things that we do really creates some, I think, really good adaptations. We do Russian lunges. Here we're trying to bounce, 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 jump high and switch. So bounce, 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 jump high, switch, land, absorb, flat front leg, bounce, bounce, bounce. I think he does more than 3 bounces here. He's trying to build up enough energy to get up again. It's going to take him a couple more bounces, and then he goes up high again. Now, we'll do like 3 left, 3 right. That's probably all we do with that one drill, but we might do 8 or 9 different big split drills in one X Factor workout. So Chris Korfus calls these marshals because a really fast 10-5 sprinter that he coached, a guy named Marshall Ellis, would do these before a race to kind of warm up and pass the eye test. And so Chris says, man, let's all do this. I've renamed them now air lunges because it just sounds better. It's an air lunge. He's going to collect himself and get right back up. An air lunge. Now, this is kind of the introductory type of air lunge. Next, I'm going to show you the more advanced. The more advanced is the exact same thing, except for there's more of a bounce. And of course, anything where we bounce sure seems better. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Now, the first kid, that guy, he's really fast. But this guy's faster. And I think you can tell that, right? You know, with the bounce and the higher height. So obviously we want to do all this stuff as well as we possibly can. Another thing we do is we go over wickets. Why do we go over wickets? Well, even when they're laying down like these are here, we are big in the front. We are short in the back. Our hand is crossing our hips, our elbows to the sky. We are tilted towards the front, and with a big, big split. We also have the foot out in front of the body under the knee. This is why we do wickets. Now, I used to think that mini hurdles, wickets, were almost foolproof until I saw my distance kids about 5 years ago first try them. And it was a total shit show. It was horrible. They have gotten so good at them now that we had 28 guys in our distance crew run under 60 in the 4x4. Our distance group is so fast now because they've really, really made a commitment. I say they're a speed-based distance program. They still get in the miles required to be good in cross country and all that kind of stuff. But they also really care about being fast. Now, even a 3-year-old, and Kendrick is now 5, but here he was 2 years ago, almost to the day, 2 years ago. And you see the big split. You also see the joyous look. His body language is very good. And this is how we go over wickets. And this is why we do it.